Reverend Willie Taplin Barrow is 4 feet 11 inches tall, and yet she stands shoulder to shoulder with the human, political, and civil rights greats of this nation and the world.
I was born on a farm. I know how to pick cotton, I know how to plant sweet potatoes, I know how to dig sweet potatoes, I know how to pull corn, and that's what I did for a living, and was happy doing it.
Her fight for fairness began at the age of 12 in her hometown of Burton, Texas. Willie Taplin and her African-American classmates were forced to walk to school while white students passed them by on the bus. That changed one day when Willie had had enough.
I told the driver, I said, we all are alike. We all got butts, and all we got to do is sit down on the seat. And you got plenty of room, so why you want me to get off just because I'm black? No, we got to change that.
The buses in Burton, Texas began taking black children to school, and Willie Taplin had found a calling.
At 16, I moved to Houston. And I was looking for a job. I couldn't find a job, and I got a job with General Motors as a welder.
One calling was to union organizing. She would become one of the first female union welders in America.
I hung out with Dorothy Height. I hung out with Addie Wyatt. She taught me how to join the labor movement, because she was the only woman, and they was ignoring her. But she says, I'm not a fighter. I'm going to bring Willie on. So she said, Willie, you got to join the union. And so I joined the union and fought with Addie Wyatt.
In 1968, Reverend Barrow led a delegation to North Vietnam to negotiate an end to the war. No place has ever been too far for her to travel in behalf of justice. She has literally been all over the world.
When Dr. King called me, I didn't have no money. I was staying at people's houses because you couldn't stay at no hotel. Then when Coretta King and Dorothy Height and all of those people would come to Chicago, my house was open.
Well, I was always impressed with the level of passion that she had and continues to have, the high energy, the dedication to problem solving and solutions, and the role she would play in a leadership capacity, much of it just by example.
Today, at the age of 87, Reverend Barrow is still passionate about social justice issues. Her love of people remains strong.
For nearly a half century, she is a link to Dorothy Height, a link to Bill Berry, a link to Dr. King, and whether walking down the street or rolling in a wheelchair, she has never stopped.
Everything that we have fought for and died for, if they don't understand whose shoulders they stand on, we're going to lose it. So I want to build some more Addie Whites, some more Willie Barrows, some more Dr. Abernethys, and some more Dr. Martin Luther Kings.
It is a great privilege for the Chicago Urban League to present the Edwin C. Bill Berry Civil Rights Award to Reverend Willie Taplin Barrow for her unwavering dedication to the work of human rights, civil rights, and social justice in America and the world.
Again, we don't know our purpose. We don't know that what God's intention is for us to run his world. See, when he made Adam and then created Eve, he created managers to run his world. That's why we can be scientists. That's why we can be anything we want to be. I used to tell my audiences everywhere I go, a female I was born, a woman I grew to be. a mother I'm proud to be, a Christian I chose to be, and a minister I was called to be. And with all them B's going for me, I can be anything I'm big enough to be. I tell corporations that. I tell them, I said, don't turn me down because I'm 4 feet 11 inches. Don't take my height for granted. I am a manager for God, and I speak, and I take care. If there are people, I try to take care of people's health. If they're hungry, I try to take care of them. If they're jobless, I try to take care of that, because that's what it means to run God's world. And again, let me say, we got to get out of being sex objects to be manipulated, but subjects to be understood. I tell any of them, don't hit on me. Hit on my brains. Don't hit on my butt, my brains. And because God gave us intelligence, and he wants us to use it for the building and the rebuilding of his world. And that's what we're all about.